Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, look at it's Joel. He's back.
Yeah,
He's back, baby. I got my weapons on me.
that's an old reference. I don't think people even know what that's a reference to.
Who are you?
I don't either.
Oh, really?
I think I just heard it and through osmosis I've said it. Is that it? Is it from? What's it called?
It's Austin Powers.
Yeah,
right?
that's what it is. I was
Yeah.
going to say Osmosis Jones, but that's something else.
That is funny that how like cultural references can do that now.
Yeah.
That I wonder if the meme nature of the internet is why that happens so much. I guess that happened before with like movies and stuff. Everybody knows that Rosebud is a sled, even though nobody's like seen that movie actually anymore.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a sled, so when I saw the movie, I was actually surprised. I was like, whoa.
Oh, really?
That's great.
Oh, well, maybe I should beep that out. It'll just be like Rosebud is a beep.
Well, I've seen the movie and it made the twist
Ellie!
good. The twist was very good.
Where'd she run off to?
I've actually not seen that through. I should see it because I'm a fan of.
I don't. People say it's one of the best movies ever made. You know how Citizen Kane is considered like a meme. It's
Yeah.
or not a meme, but people say it's the best movie. I don't think it's the best movie.
I think for the time it was.
Yeah.
It's more just like it revolutionized or it did a lot of big things for the era.
Yeah.
But a lot of those things are just done all the time now.
It sort of loses its charm.
But that's that way with any kind of alt form. You're gonna have pieces that are important for the era, and you just kind of have to respect that they pushed alt forward.
Yeah. And I saw. Yeah, I went to
Don't let him
couple
get you!
movies that were considered to be the best.
Cut through now,
There was
fucker!
Vertigo. That's another one. It was a Alfred Hitchcock movie. It was from the 70s, I believe, 60s or 70s, and it was a sort of a thriller movie. I thought that was pretty good. And then I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I didn't really like. It seemed like the whole thing was just a showcase for how cool the stuff they made looks.
I feel like Vertigo holds up. It's still an interesting movie.
I think Vertigo is my favorite, just because it's very interesting cinematography.
2001, because I have watched 2001 multiple times,
Yeah.
and I honestly don't think it holds up anymore.
Yeah.
It's too much a product of its era, where like it's just showy.
Yeah, it's very showy. Normally that'd be a good thing, but they spend a lot of time on just things happening.
It's like it's a special effects movie of its era,
Yeah.
which is not a good thing to base your movie off of, because special effects just keep advancing. So it's almost like Jurassic Park, but Jurassic Park also had interesting.
It had story and a character, and it was or characters. I mean, it had a story and characters, and the special effects came with it, and the special effects look.
Yeah, and
Just
somehow
as
the
good
special
today.
effects hold up on that movie.
Yeah.
Like that blows my mind.
Yeah.
How old that movie is. And they use, like, the practical effects holding up, that makes sense to me. But they use digital effects in that movie. And I still have a hard time figuring out what's digital and what's practical.
Yeah, that's kind of why that holds up above 2001: Space Odyssey. The 2001 was all effects. The characters were basically non-existent, and it shifted between them constantly. They didn't actually have much of a character to them, because that wasn't the point of the movie, I don't think.
Yeah.
And the story was constantly changing too.
Now, all this stuff with Hal on the ship, that stuff's good. Hal.
Hal.
Yeah. I think all of that stuff's good, but that's not, like, people almost forget how little of the movie that actually is. It's only like 45 minutes of the movie. is all this stuff on the space station. And there's so much time spent getting to the not space station, sorry, the spaceship around Jupiter. I think it is.
Where is she?
Right.
I didn't actually like. I liked the scenes, but to me it didn't make sense. It seemed like the whole HAL thing should have been in a different movie.
Yeah.
Because it starts off with, you know, the beginning of time, and there's all that.
Yeah, it
stuff
doesn't.
happening.
It doesn't match with the themes of the movie.
Yeah, and then it's okay. We're in space now. We're dealing with a magical artifact, and then it's a rogue AI that's attacking the crew for no. It seemed like no thematic reason. I couldn't figure out why that would happen in this movie.
It's almost like the theme was supposed to be. I don't know. It is kind of a muddled theme. And maybe it was supposed to be a theme of intelligence and like the origin of intelligence, and that's why they have like an artificial intelligence, and then they have those monoliths are supposed to bestow humans with intelligence and like evolve us.
They give intelligence to the thing.
Yeah, so I think that's supposed to be the theme, but it's still a little bit too muddied, I think. It's a better story for a book.
Yeah.
Where you can spend a chapter or two on one element of this theme and then move on to the next, you know.
Yeah. And I'm not a big fan of slow movies, really. Unless it's a good slow movie, I guess. It's things. If nothing's gonna happen at all, it needs to be something resonating, you know.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the slow movie moments in that movie are just showing off. Like, doesn't this look pretty? And it's like, oh, I don't need to look at pretty stuff.
Yeah.
I don't come to a movie just to see pretty stuff. I come to the movie for a story more than anything.
Story, yeah. I love it when a movie has a good story. I was watching Pandorum the other day. Have you seen Pandorum?
I've not actually watched it yet. I think it's off of Netflix, which sucks.
That's how I watch it.
Oh, okay. So it's still on Netflix. I need to watch it.
That's
You
got
remind
a great
me.
story.
Because I've heard about the story on that, and that it may not be as interesting to watch it now that I know what happens.
Yeah.
But I still want to watch it because it's kind of a crazy idea. That's the one with the spaceship that it turns out it's actually crashed on a planet, right?
Yeah, it's a spaceship that for the longest time in the story you think, well, you've already been spoiled on it.
Yeah, yeah.
You think it's been in space, you know, just drifting forever, because Earth has been destroyed. So it's just that spaceship. They call it the Ark, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that spaceship going through space, and then a disaster happens, and everything's going on.
You finish him off! Get him still!
It's
Shit!
kind of there's a lot going on. Basically, that's kind of what makes it fun. Because a lot of it makes doesn't have a lot of fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The review that I heard about it made the story sound so crazy that I wanted to see how they would pull it off. I'm glad to hear that it doesn't feel like there's a lot of potholes.
When you think about it, it makes it
Now.
more sense too.
The
Because
girl.
people start evolving.
Is she alive? What
in
girl?
hypers.
I don't know no girl.
Basically, they have this view that they
Fuck! Focus right here, right here.
and what it does is it also
I'll pop your goddamn knee off.
biology.
The girl.
So they're on the planet for 800 years. Basically, it changes them into
She's alive.
creatures that
She's David's newest pet.
Capable to survive that.
Where?
become cannibals and all that. And it's very
town.
It's very
In the
violent,
town.
sort of.
Yeah, that's actually what it reminded me of.
And you're gonna mark it on the map.
Yeah.
And it better be the same
The thing
exact spot your
that I
body points
thought
to.
was really cool is
Mark it.
they
Right there. You can verify it. Go ask him.
they
Go on.
they take the. I always love when
alive.
when a story takes a trope and makes something out of it. And they take that trope of spaceships having like water pipes and stuff,
Fuck you,
And they
man.
make
Told
that
you
into
what you
something.
wanted.
The only reason that there's like
I
water
told you
leaking everywhere is
shit.
because it's underwater.
Yeah.
That's all right.
And it's cool.
And as a viewer, you just like ignore
wait,
that
no.
as a trope that you just expect. Oh yeah, spaceships. Of course, spaceships have water leaking from everywhere, which makes no sense actually. Why would you have like a ton of water in your spaceship?
Yeah. What's cool is they revealed the outside. The outside is supposed to be.
I warned you.
But you're expecting to see stars.
I'm infected! I'm
What happens is
infected!
it opens up and there's nothing. There's nothing, and then the guy's like, "Holy shit! What?
So
where
are you.
are you taking us? This is insane." Because there's no stars. There's absolutely nothing
There.
out in the dark.
Roll
and
up my
then
sleeve.
What happens is you see this, and then
Look at
you
it.
find out a big glowing water creature starts going across the screen, and then it slowly pans out and it reveals it, and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
What'd
That's
you say?
cool.
Because nothing being there.
Everything
is like
happens for a reason, right?
Oh, they're not gonna want to eat her because
hell
she's
is
been
that?
bit.
She would have turned by now. It can't be real. Looks pretty fucking real to me.
She is a very good person at like taking advantage of opportunities. Anytime somebody lets her guard down or like makes themselves vulnerable in any way, she takes advantage of it. Oh, so you're like swapping back and forth between the two characters. That's
What's
cool.
wrong with these people?
That adds good variety.
Where you going, Ellie?
But you have no weapons now, huh? Oh, you still have like no health. Do you have equipment at all, like the bombs and stuff?
Nope. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Pretend I said something clever.
I'll edit in something clever. I'll edit in you making sensor sounds.
How can we be real if our eyes aren't real?
Does he still tweet out things?
I don't think so. I think he's been shamed off the internet.
He's probably grown up because he already says stupid stuff because he's a kid, and kids say stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's, imagine if all the stupid stuff that you ever said and put on the internet is what you're going to be known for the rest of your life. That must suck.
No, I kind of feel bad for you guys' generation. Like,
Yeah.
my generation, we didn't have social networking all over the place, so like, I don't have a paper trail of how dumb I was as a kid. But you guys do, and you're gonna have to live with that paper trail forever.
Yeah. I still don't feel bad about my generation though, because things are so damn easy for us now. But that is one problem.
Seems like people get into social networking too, like, at pretty young ages.
Yeah.
I have a couple nieces, and like, I think one of them's like 8, and she's on social networking stuff. I'm like, why are you on?
I've been saying this for months.
It seems, I don't know. It's going to create some kind of new skill set
Clean
for
this mess
people,
up,
like
then we can have a town meeting. Put his leadership up to
the way people socially interact is going to change. I don't necessarily think for the better, but, and I don't think for the worse. It's just going to change. I feel like so there's this idea in psychology of your personality and then your persona. Your persona is, yeah, what you let other people see. It's how you want to portray yourself. I think that divide between a persona and a personality is going to grow with younger generations, because it's easier to like online pretend to be somebody else.
Yeah, that's what I think it's going to do. Unfortunately, is I think it's going to make people less responsible for what they're saying.
Yeah.
So you know, like when you're talking to somebody, you would never say to somebody, "Go to hell," you know, die in a.
Oh yeah. You never face to face tell somebody that they'll Hitler calls for Stalin.
Yeah, but when you have the anonymity of the internet, you can say that, and it removes the consequences.
What does he think he's pointing at? Sorry. It's very distracting that he's like, he's aimed at the wall, like, I'm covering the wall. Yeah, that anonymity is a problem. But see, when it comes to social structures and how people interact with each other, I don't like to say things get better or worse because it's just a change.
Let's clean this mess up.
It's going to come with good things and bad things, I think.
Well, I think it will be worse because if I will say it will probably be more worse than it is better because.
Oh, you have a med kit. You should heal.
I think it'll be more worse than it is better because.
Sorry, I cut you off.
I think it'll be worse because I think having physical contact with your friends is it's probably better for you as a person than anonymous talking.
Yeah. No, I do think the
If you can mix both, then that's probably worse. Yeah. But if you're just online, I can't see
no. And I definitely think that if you have like a kid and the kid's doing nothing but socializing through phones and through any kind of technology, then that's a problem. They need to be able to socialize face to face. Because the more the difference between your persona and your personality divide, the more it's going to be hard to actually form intimate relations with people. Because if you're so used to like making this fake you and presenting this fake you to everybody, then getting past that barrier to actually be truthful to somebody and trust somebody is harder.
Yeah. It can also help. It can make people because it can always just stay with the people online that you agree with. If you only listen to one side of a particular issue for the rest of your life, because that can be easy. Just the same people over and over.
Yeah.
You're talking to, you can see one side of an issue being just a total monster, which I think is actually what's happening very recently.
Yeah, there is it's easier to stay in your own ecosystem nowadays.
Yeah, ecosystem.
Echo chamber, sorry, that's what the word I was thinking of.
What the hell?
This place is a damn maze.
And I think that's happening actually right now. People are just, it might not be because of that, but people are just getting weaker in general. Because they want, if you're in college, you like disagree with your talk, you'll protest about these sort of things. Words are banned, free speech is banned, all that stuff, and people are just like, it's not a big deal. It's like, that's probably the most damaging way to think of this.
Yeah. Yeah, an arcade.
Look, it's street fooder.
It's the monkey game.
Monkey wrench.
Yes, monkey wrench. He's gonna get shot in the back. Wait.
He's a good pillow now.
It looked like you got shot in the back, but not from the guy that was shooting you in the back originally. That was weird. No, I agree. It's a little bit of a problem, but it'll change. It'll self-correct. Social structures usually do.
I don't know. It just seems like it's worse now. People are getting weak. You know how like.
Well, what do you mean by weak? Like, how do you?
Like weaker intellectually.
Okay.
Like, there were times back then they had a talk showing by these two political pundits I would listen to, and they had great arguments. It was great arguments on both sides, and it was, if you compare that to anything now, it's everything like, okay, the other side's a monster.
Oh yeah, there's no dialogue between groups.
No dialogue. So you got one side that hates the other, and then the other side that hates the other. nobody's telling them to change. They'll just keep doing the same thing. That, I think, and what I mean by is if something new comes, if you're in that sort of environment and somebody gives you a differing idea that isn't violent, it's just another idea, you can see that as being damaging to yourself, as like, you can see it as being bad.
Yeah.
That's what would make it weak. Like back then, people would just have conversations. They would just
Well,
talk to us.
I mean, you would have heated conversations. It's just, it's not. I do agree with you. You don't see actual dialogue between groups as much.
Yeah. It's that's why I think banning free speech or in any way is not good.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
I mean, it should be difficult. If you ban free speech, where does it end? What are the things that are banned? What do you decide is banned?
And that's when you start to create. You start to basically illegalize ideas, because if people can't talk about ideas, then you can't have that. We talked about this a couple episodes ago, where when we were talking about dictators.
Yeah.
Like, if you ban ideas, then that idea never has the chance to maybe get mixed in and be old, so that things can change for the better.
Yeah. And if you have a dictator with absolute power, and that dictator that's why having a dictator is not a good idea. If he suddenly realizes that he dislikes tangerines so much that he bans the speech
Yeah.
tangerines, who's going to say no? That's a stupid idea. He has absolute power.
Alright, well, you gotta take these guys one at a time, because they've cured you like 3 times now. Can you maybe coax one of them out? Because they're grouped up, and
Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing that. I almost had that.
they're like grouped up, and there's like 4 of them, I think. Well, there you go. He's off by his own. You might be able to actually stealth him, and that eliminates him. And hopefully that doesn't roll the others. See, she doesn't seem to be as good at stealth killing. Joel does it really fast, so it does have a little bit of impact on the game where you have to like change up your strategy. Okay, did you get noticed? Okay, we got one guy. Oh! Well, he's definitely not in stealth anymore, but I think that might be the last guy. Is there 3? Oh, there's 4. Okay.
God damn it.
There we go. Just had to put a little bit more focus into it. Anyways, see you guys next time.
Later.
Thank you for watching, subscribe to see more videos, and if you'd like to support the channel, check out my Patreon.